are going to take a deeper look at the social enterprise Do Anyam, which makes and also distributes wicker products to empower women artisans.
Okay, we're going to find out how these two are connected by right now talking with Do Anyam founder Azalea Ayuningtyas. Good morning, Ayu. Thank you for joining us here today on a Sunday morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Thank you for having me.
So tell us about Do Anyam. Where, when, and why was it established, and what is your main goal?
Yeah. So basically, Do Anyam, we're a social enterprise that produce and sell quality wicker craft in order to empower women, promote culture, and also improve livelihood in rural Indonesia.
Yeah.
So we were started now almost 8 years ago, actually, in order to help provide alternative employment and additional income for women in rural areas, because we've seen that actually, because the women don't have access to cash income year round, there's a lot of issues in accessing nutritious food for their children, accessing healthcare when they're pregnant and when their children is young. And that could lead to a lot of problems with malnutrition and health problems as well.
True.
Yeah, of course. Now, your company actually aims to promote wicker crafting and also women empowerment itself. So how does this Do Anyam brings a positive impact for women especially?
Yeah, so basically, number one is because there's also studies globally that when the women get more income and they're more empowered, then there will be a lot more being spent towards the family's and livelihood, right? Meaning like the nutrition, the educations. Meanwhile, if the male household of the family get the income, they probably spend it more on assets and so on. So with providing direct cash income for the women, we are helping them getting better nutrition and getting better educations, health facilities as well for the children and their family. And what we are doing with Do Anyam, actually, we are leveraging the existing skills in the women community, which is wicker weaving, that has been passed from generations to generation. But there hasn't been any market for these products. Because they don't know what's the quality and what's the design that's needed by the market, right? So the tradition is becoming abandoned actually by the women there.
Okay, so basically you're connecting them because these people who have these skills may not necessarily know how to market their products or connect themselves to the consumers out there. So, and you're also allowing for dual income families. So if the men are out there working as well, the women can earn as well. So how do you find these weavers then by you? Like how do you recruit the ones that you're going to look for? Because obviously they're in rural areas. And what are some of the challenges that you have faced when you are going through the recruitment process until you work together and in order to get the products basically on a similar kind of standard of quality?
Yeah. So we're actually operating mostly in Flores, specifically in East Flores, Larantuka, right? And also now we added a new area in South Kalimantan, in Hulu Sungai Utara. So why we started in Flores, actually, because two things. One is because the malnutrition issue, the health issues there is still very significant issue. And then secondly, actually, one of my co-founder, she was from the area, the family is from the area, and she was working there as well. So we already have access and knowledge about the culture and the community. And definitely, when we first came, it wasn't easy because they were seeing, who are these, young women from Java outside of Flores telling us what to do. But I think what's important is that we try to include them in the discussion. We try to hear and listen a lot from what has been their challenges and what is their hope for their children and for their family. And I think we really need to try to educate them about why the standardization of products is important. Like we have to give them examples. If you go to the market and buy shoes, then you want the left shoe and the right shoe has the same same size, right? So that's how we try to educate them to understand why it's important as well for the clients to have a good standardized quality product.
Well said. Now, aside from actually promoting wicker crafting and also women empowerment value, does your company have other programs that you are actually focusing on?
Yeah. So actually, we also provide additional social impact. So we provide scholarship for the children and
Oh, nice.
grandchildren of our weavers,
Right.
along with nutritious food support and a lot of other things as well, like access to clean water and also eyeglasses for the senior weavers as well. But other than that, we now also started Kreology by Duanyam, which is how all the learnings and the system we built in Duanyam, now we open it up with technology and partnership for millions of other social enterprise community and small micro industries in Indonesia
Great.
and hopefully abroad as well.
Very nice. So let's talk about the impact that you've had on the local communities. Do you have an idea how many women artisans that you so far have helped or trained and worked together?
Yeah. So we currently work with over 1,000 women artisans.
Wow.
As far as training, we've already trained like almost 2,000 women artisans and over 3,000 other small micro industries actually.
Right.
And the increase in income, the range is average is like 40%, but some of our very high skilled weavers, they've achieved like over double their income before joining Duanyam, right?
Okay.
And I think one of the not just quantitative result, but also qualitatively, right? We've seen that the women have more confidence and they have more decision-making power in their household and also in their village because they feel that they can gain income for their families and they're a part of something bigger than themselves. They're a part of Duanyam community.
There
It's
you
kind
go.
of having these extra kind of benefits that we never even think
Of
of.
course,
Obviously,
yeah.
the direct benefits is to earn money, but all of these other positive impacts
comes
that it's
along,
having on the
right?
community, yeah.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned earlier that the Wicker handicrafts are produced in Nusa Tenggara, right? So, are your products made in other locations as well, or not? Or just focusing in
So-
NTT?
So we're mostly the main production site is in Flores in NTT,
Right.
in East Nusa Tenggara. But we also have expanded since 2020 to South Kalimantan, where we actually work with community near the pitland, so gambut or pitland, and that's also actually using the plants called purun that helps prevent forest fire. So it's also
wow.
has a lot of environmental benefit as well.
I like that.
Amazing. So let's talk a little bit about the products because so far we've talked about the work and the production and the
Yes.
people behind it. So tell us about the Wicker Handicrafts itself. What type of products have you made, and do you have an idea how many products have you so far made?
Yeah. So we have two main products, right? One is like the home decor type of products. So
Okay.
they're like basketries, placemats,
Right.
and slippers and so on. But we also have what we call like the style, or these are fashion accessories. So we made it into bags, wallets, ID tags, and so on. That it's functional for the day-to-day life as well. So we, in terms of the number of products, probably now we have created like over 250,000
Wow.
products since the beginning. We've
Yeah.
created and sold that much product, I think.
Right.
Now.
It's a lot.
Right. Now, obviously, last but not least, Mayo, let's talk about your company's achievement now. Your products were selected as the 2018 Asian Games official merchandise and also won the Craft Council Award in the same year, which is 2018. So, Duanyam also won the 2020 Good Design Award in Japan. So, what does this mean for you and also for your team?
Yeah. So definitely, it is part of what energized us,
Yep.
but to motivate us reaching a certain milestone, right? But most importantly, like being part of the Asian Games, like we really share this. We share the video to everybody in our community, to the weavers, and they are very, very proud to see their
Of
products
course,
being
yes.
part of like Indonesian history and like being used by people, athletes from all over Asia. So.
Yes.
Really, and the latest thing as well, we have started to work with one of the largest furniture retailer in the world, and just to see like how much, not just us as the co-founders, but the team and most importantly the weavers, how much they have grown in terms of the quality of the product, the operational excellence that everybody is being able to pull off to reach this milestone. It's really make us proud and energize us and motivates us to keep going and make sure the impact we have is sustainable for the community.
That's amazing. You know what? It's one thing to kind of use someone's kind of resources in a particular community or a village to produce products, but it's another thing. Like in your case, in Dua Anyam's case, it's more like giving them a sense of ownership as well.
Yeah.
And it's nice that you're sharing these achievements with them as well, because it feels like they can be proud of what they're making, because
And they're
they feel
confident of themselves,
yeah,
right?
I mean, it's not just like, oh, you're just using me to make your products and then that's it.
Yes.
Because you're making them a part of this whole process,
Yes.
that it's just going to keep growing and growing, and hope that we hope for more continued success for Dua Anyam in the future. If you guys want to know more, if you do live in Indonesia, obviously you can go on all the online shopping platforms. I've seen the products there as well, of some of the popular ones. You can go to Dua Anyam's website, and you can also check them out on Instagram at Dua Anyam, Duanyam. Mayu, thank you so much for your time here on Sunday morning. We know it's a weekend, so we appreciate you taking the time out to chat with us.
Thank you so very much, Mayu. Stay healthy, stay safe. Bye now.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Good luck to you. Take care.